Welcome back to Pursuit of Purpose, where we challenge the norm, question everything, and dare to pursue the extraordinary path we were meant for. Today's episode is not for the faint of heart. It's for the soul that's ready to be awakened. So let me start with this question. Are you living the life you were created for, or just the one that's been expected of you? Let that sit for a moment, because for too many people, maybe even you listening right now, life becomes a checklist written by someone else. Go to school, get a degree, find the safe job, get married, buy the house, work, retire, repeat. You do everything right and somehow it still feels wrong. Why? Because doing what's expected is not the same as doing what's authentic. You see, expectation is the invisible prison. It's built by well-meaning people, parents, teachers, society. They give us maps to places they've been, not to the destination we're designed to reach. And if you're not careful, you can spend an entire life following a path that doesn't belong to you, living on autopilot, drowning in performance, suffocating in approval. And worst of all, never actually living. Let me be real with you. You can succeed at something you were never meant to do. You can climb the ladder only to realize it's leaning against the wrong building. It'll leave you empty. Empty in the boardroom, empty in the applause, empty in the mirror. Because legacy, real meaningful legacy, is not built by doing what's safe or expected. It's built by answering the call that was stitched into your soul from the beginning. So how do we find that call? How do you discover your purpose in a world that's so loud, so scripted, so afraid of the unknown? Well, here's the truth. Your purpose is not found in performance. It's found in alignment. It's not about who you should become. It's about uncovering who you already are. Purpose isn't a job title. It's a fingerprint. You were created on purpose, with purpose, for a purpose. And the clues to that purpose are already inside of you. Here's how to begin. Step one, quiet the noise. We live in a world that tells us to scroll more and think less. But clarity doesn't come from chaos. It comes from silence, from stillness, from listening to the whisper within. You've got to unplug. You've got to fast from everyone else's opinions, even the ones you love, and tune into your own intuition. Because deep down, there's a version of you that's been trying to speak for years, and it's time to let them speak. Step two, revisit your pattern. Look back at your life, not at your resume, but your resonance. What makes your heart beat faster? What injustice keeps you up at night? What problem are you obsessed with solving? We don't find purpose in our perfection. We find it in the patterns, the things you did when no one was watching, the things you loved before you were paid for them, the moments where you felt most alive. Your gifts aren't random. They're road signs. They are fingerprints of divine design. Give yourself permission. That's step three. Let me say something bold here. You do not need permission to become who you truly are, but you might need to give it to yourself. Give yourself permission to evolve, to change, to walk away from what no longer serves you, to quit a job that's killing your joy, to say no to the life others picked for you, so you can say yes to the one God created for you. Let me tell you something I learned the hard way. The only person worth pleasing is the one staring back at you in the mirror. Because at the end of the day, when the lights go off and the noise dies down, you're all you've got. You have to live with you. You have to look yourself in the eyes. And that's where integrity begins. That's where peace lives. That's where purpose is born. Now I know this isn't easy. It requires courage to walk a different path. It requires grit to say this isn't enough when everyone else is clapping for you. It requires faith, not in the outcome, but in who you were made to be. But hear me when I say this. The only way to create true legacy in this life is to find what you were truly created to do. Not copied, not cloned, created. Because when you live from purpose, you don't just make money, you make meaning. You don't just build a business, you build impact. You don't just chase goals, you chase destiny. Let's land this with clarity. If you're feeling stuck, if you're tired of chasing applause, if you're aching for something real, something yours, this is your moment. Not tomorrow, not next year, not when it's convenient, right now, today. Ask yourself, what would my life look like if I stopped trying to be liked and started trying to be true? Because in the end, it's not about titles, it's not about trophies, it's not about keeping up or fitting in. It's about alignment, it's about legacy, it's about purpose. You weren't made to blend in, you weren't made to be tolerated. You were made to stand out, to lead, to live with purpose, and leave a mark that time can't erase. So don't waste another year, another month, another day. Start walking in your true calling, because the world doesn't need another copy. It needs you, fully alive, unapologetically you. This is pursuit of purpose, and this is your wake-up call. Until next time, live boldly, lead with truth, and pursue your real purpose. Thank you.